again for tuning into Sin's Workshop. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. Today we're going to be talking about Other Birds by Sarah Addison Allen. Just so you know that this book does allude to sexual abuse and it does talk about drug abuse in the novel. I want to preface that in case you decide, because I do mention some of that in this review, in case you don't want to watch this, or if you don't even want to consider the book considering that. It's not explicit, but it does allude to some of these topics, and it does show the drug abuse. So, just wanted to begin by saying that. Now, I have to say this is quite a beautiful book. This is the perfect book if you're going to join a book club or if you want to read it for a book club. In fact, if you Google this book, Macmillan, the publisher, their book club questionnaire will pop up in your good Google search, which is really cool. So if you want to read this book for a book club, highly recommend it because it does deal with a lot of insightfulness. Basically, the main trope in this novel is the found family trope, and I love the found family trope. It is one of my favorites. It starts with Zoe going to the Delawith because she needs to just get a fresh start. She wants to go live in this condo that her mom owned and find some sort of connection to her mother because she doesn't really have a connection with her father. Her father pretty much didn't want her, wasn't really aware the mother was pregnant until it was too late. And he's like, okay, well, you're my kid. So after the death of her mother, the situation was, you're my kid. I don't love you, but you're my responsibility. So I'll feed you, I'll clothe you, I'll house you. But that's about it. So pretty much her entire life, she's been living with her father like a roommate instead of having a deep father-daughter connection. So she goes here to have a fresh start, and she's looking for those connections. And she meets Charlotte, and she meets Mac, and she meets Frasier and Oliver, and she even tries with Lucy, not Lisbeth. And it's really interesting to see it develop because she's the one who's slowly cracking down everyone's walls. Because everyone, Charlotte, Mac, Frasier, Oliver, they all have these walls up. And the story is about learning to let go of the past in order to move forward and live your life to your fullest. Everyone has their own baggage. Charlotte was in a cult when she was a kid. She ran away, and she's been a runaway since she was a kid, surviving off of her henna art. Mac was abandoned when he was a child and sought refuge with the woman who lived down the street who would feed the neighborhood children, And then when she died, he just didn't know what to do with himself. He's a chef. He's an accomplished chef, finding love in food, and sharing it with people because that's how he found love. His surrogate mother fed him, clothed him, housed him, loved him. You have Lisbeth, who's so wrapped up in her own selfish need to be seen because she feels so utterly ignored that she failed to see that her father was sexually abusing her sister. She's just like, oh, Lucy was never perfect. Why did Lucy get all the attention? It's like, girl, consider yourself lucky that Lucy took all the attention, especially away from you. Whew. Just makes me cringe, even reading about that, being a mother. And she does allude to the fact that her mother knew about the behavior. And she's like, you did nothing? You did nothing? It disgusts me just reading that, but it's just like, yeah, there are people like that, unfortunately. It's real life, unfortunately. So after that, you have Zoe, and she's slowly cracking down everyone's walls, and she is allowing them all to reminisce about their past. But as the story progresses, they continue to let go, little by little by little. Lisbeth's ghost, when she finally lets go, she gets to move on. When Mac finally lets go, the ghost of his surrogate mother gets to move on. Charlotte's own pain, she's able to form an actual relationship, a loving relationship when she lets go. And then you have Zoe, who's at the center of it all, bringing them all together. And now they form this nice, tight group, this family, this found family. And it's beautiful to see it unfold, to see the story go. And I loved the ghostly inserts. I loved seeing little by little. I loved learning about the characters as the story progressed. I really did take this story to heart. It really was emotional, and I do love emotional reads. Were there parts? Again, yes, there were parts that were uncomfortable even for me. Just the allusions or the way the author alluded to the sexual abuse made me very uncomfortable. But it served a purpose to the story. It actually did serve a purpose, because you're seeing why Lucy acted the way she did. And I do love that Alan wasn't explicit about it. She's used a phrase here or there, Zoe commenting on a photo of Lucy posing for a picture with her sister in a provocative way. That seems too mature for a girl her age. You know it. You can read the subtext of the story. And her writing is profound. Her writing is emotional. It does draw. It does make you feel. It does make you think. And I like when authors can say a lot with very little, because words are powerful. And when you use your words carefully, you can create such a powerful narrative. And that's exactly what Alan does here in this story, Seeing these characters evolve, seeing them let go of their anger and their grief and their past. It's truly beautiful to unfold. And it's just like, you see the weight lifted off their shoulders. And I really did enjoy that part of the story. So I do have to give this book 4 out of 5 stars. It really was a breathtaking read. Didn't quite wow me, but it was breathtaking. It was captivating, and I really did enjoy it overall. So if you want to go ahead and purchase the book, I will include links in the description below where to purchase. And on that note, I hope you all continue to support me by liking this video, subscribing to my channel, and sharing it with all your book loving friends. You can also become a supporter on Buy Me Coffee with a one-time $1 donation, or by purchasing one of my handmade candles. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. And as always, happy reading.